You are poor if you are not wealthy. There's no other status in between, but this has nothing to do with how much is left in your bank account, but more of your mentality and way of life. Being rich starts in your mind. So how can you identify your position? The attitude of the rich distinguishes them from the poor people. And when we talk about being wealthy, we don't just refer to their possession of material goods. Progressive minds and innovative ideas are the attributes of the rich. Their innovative ideas become the source of their wealth. You may be struggling financially at the moment, or you've been trying to figure out how to improve your quality of living. Do you aspire to be wealthy? Look no further. All you've got to do is to sit back and learn from the rich. Be aware of what they do differently rather than criticizing them. In this video, we have compiled 15 things the rich do that the poor do not. To fulfill your dreams of financial success, take cognizance of each point carefully. The rich invest in knowledge. Rich people read a lot. To be top-notch in any facet of life, understanding the subject matter is paramount. In the same vein, to grow financially, you have to be steadfast in digesting knowledge. Books offer tons of wisdom for a penny. Read books that expose the hidden wisdom in finances. Grow yourself through reading others' mistakes and success stories. There are millions of materials on personal development. Invest in them. That's the path to improvement. Top CEOs and billionaires read an average of 50 books a year. It's therefore not a surprise that they are full of innovative ideas. Books are a well of wisdom. They are testaments of practical, successful tips that have worked for others. If you digest them, I wonder why those principles won't work for you. The poor, on the other hand, spend their time watching videos, playing games, or sleeping. Acquiring wisdom is not on their radar of thoughts. Rich people identify and improve their strengths. Rich people get to know themselves. They identify their abilities and develop them. You don't have to know all things. Instead, be a master in one. That's the philosophy of the rich. They spot their talent and work hard at it. The poor are often jack of all trades. They want to do many things all at once. They spend time trying to develop their weak points. This leads to a waste of time and resources. They sacrifice the present for the future. The rich delay gratification. The expediency factor is not in their code of conduct. They don't settle for convenience when they should be grinding. They work early on their goals. They invest time and resources into their vision. For example, they invest time and money into their education, their planning, their careers, and their value. They spend their nights improving themselves and their businesses. Their finances are not for lazy spending. They don't satisfy themselves at the expense of their future. They save and invest their income in profitable ventures. The poor are not so. Every dollar must be spent. You'll find them at the club sipping away their little income because it's a Friday. The latest shoe is in their shoe rack, and their garage covers the latest car. Such an attitude shuts the door to financial liberty. They take responsibility. A common characteristic of wealthy individuals is a personal responsibility. They rely on themselves and themselves alone. When misfortunes arise, they are optimistic. Instead of crying and brooding over the situation, they source for solutions. They blame no one for their misfortunes. They understand that the road to success is not an easy one. Therefore, they make a firm decision to work at it. If a business venture does not yield the expected profit, the rich blame nobody. Instead, they analyze the situation. If you want to be among the wealthy, take responsibility for your life. A saying goes thus: if you are not building your own life, someone else will hire you to build theirs. The poor blame everyone blamable for their failures. Most especially, they are quick to point fingers at the government and the economy of the country as the reason behind their financial problems. They depend on their family members, government, or spouse to pave the path to their success. They set financial goals. The rich set goals for themselves. These goals range from short-term to long-term goals. They ensure their goals are specific, measurable, and achievable. They also set deadlines for themselves. Your goal can be to save up to $1 million a year for investment. You can break this down to what you can save each month according to your income. With a deadline of a year, your goal becomes achievable. That's the attitude of the rich. However, the poor believe in luck. They will rather gamble than set financial goals. Their thought is all things will be fine in their own time without any effort on their part. The rich sleep less than the poor. The most essential commodity that you need to be successful is time. The rich understand this fact. Elon Musk, One of the billionaires in the world says that he sleeps less than 6 hours a day. What happens to the 18 hours left? If you ask me, I will tell you it's invested in the solar city, rockets, and electric cars. The fewer hours you sleep, the more time you have to work. The more you work, the closer you are to succeeding. An average entrepreneur should work at least 14 hours a day. Poor people are predominantly lazy. They will rather choose to sit at home, sleep, and depend on others. They know that learning a skill will help, but choose not to. The rich make their money work for them. Even highly paid people to know that the money they earn from working is just the tip of the iceberg. Rich people grow up knowing that wealth comes not from work, but from leverage. They invest their money, and the investments are what yield more money for them. They look for appreciating assets like houses, buy them, and lease them out. Through this, they generate more income without sweating. No matter how much their annual salary may be, most millionaires put their money where it will grow, usually in stocks, bonds, and other types of stable investments. Making your money work for you means taking control of your finances, then using that control to continuously improve your financial stability and security. You may eventually be able to gain financial independence or build wealth through investing. The poor work for their money. They wear out in tedious tasks for crumbs. Instead of investing their earnings, they purchase liabilities like cars. The rich don't protest or boycott, they produce. You can't create the future you deserve while obsessed with the past you resent. Super wealthy people don't waste time focused on the past. They don't spend time sucking over the situation of the economy. Instead, they invest time, energy, and effort in producing products and services that people want and need. They don't contribute to the problems of society. They solve problems for society. They think in terms of value. The poor always fight for their rights against whomever they think holds them. They don't add value to society, rather they expect society to provide for all their needs. When this is not forthcoming, they protest. The rich think in terms of abundance, not scarcity. The rich believe that there's enough money in circulation for everyone. You only need to possess the wit of wealth creation. Having an abundance mindset instead of a scarcity mindset can have a positive effect on your finances because it impacts how you view your earning and saving potential. A scarcity mindset views resources finite, whereas an abundance mindset believes there are enough resources to support everyone's success. That's how the rich think. It's a matter of choice. Money does not grow anywhere. It's only stuck up in another man's bank account. You can be that man. Have an abundance mindset. They play the long game. Playing the long game means paying a small price today for a better tomorrow. The rich understand that little efforts, when done consistently, lead to success. You must be ready to make the sacrifices for you to scale higher. Ask yourself this question in every day: what can I do to become rich? You need to delay gratifications, pay for those extra courses, and spend more time on your goals. This is the attitude of the rich, compared with the poor who wants things right now with little or no effort. The rich prioritize their health. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The first wealth is health." The rich know the importance of balanced mental health, physical fitness, and a peaceful mind. Thus, they invest in eating well. They spend time meditating and engaging in physical exercises. In addition to exercising, they avoid drinking excessive alcohol and watching television for hours. This is in contrast to the poor. The poor would rather drink a little more, watch television shows, and have no physical exercises to strengthen the body for profitable activities. Good health is a foundation on which to build your life. They study other successful people. The rich are lifetime learners. They always aim higher. Thus, they constantly learn from the strategies, failures, and successes of other outstanding individuals. They attend their seminars, watch videos, and read their books. They follow their timeline to catch a glimpse of current events in the business sector. The poor are not open to learning. They believe their way is the only way. They have mentors. The benefits of mentorship cannot be overemphasized. The rich have mentors who help guide their decisions. Whenever they encounter a roadblock, their mentors help them cross safely. Through this, they develop professionally and personally. They aspire to do better and, of course, earn more. They understand the world is changing. The rich are not transfixed in a position. As the world changes, they study trends and produce products that match the new position of the world. They know that simply making it once is not enough. They stay updated. You can imagine a man that produces cassettes in this streaming age. This shows a man who's not conversant with the current move in the world. Such a man will be poor. They get paid on results, not time. The rich will rather do their best in a short time and get paid than spend the whole day on a task and be paid for the time. According to the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, written by T. Harv Eker, rich people separate themselves by choosing to get paid based on the results they're able to produce and not just the time they put in. If you start getting paid based on the results you're able to generate, all you have to do is perform and make as much money as you want. If you're just exchanging time for money, clients can easily drop your service and hire someone else. If you are providing them with a ton of value and getting them results, it makes it harder for them to give up working with you. There's a common saying that the rich keep getting richer while the poor keep getting poorer. You can change the trend by practicing the attitudes of the rich now that you know what distinguishes them from the poor. Thanks for watching.